Hi everyone, David here, and in this video I wanted to show you guys how to set up your Reverb for your orchestral template. If you guys have seen my video, you know that that's probably been my most popular, most watched video so far, and I wanted to do an update video because the way I've done it has changed quite a bit, but I haven't really had time or put in the time to update and make a video about it. So that's what I want to do today, so why don't we just jump right in. So if you guys have seen that other video, you know that I received a bit of some negative comments about it. Well, not really negative. They're good comments because people were saying how it wasn't very accurate or very the best way to do it. So, and they were right. So I kind of want to talk about that a little bit. So what I used to do, if you guys haven't seen the video, I'll kind of show you guys quickly, is I would just have an instance of a reverb set up on here on an individual instance or bus. So for example, all my strings, I would have a reverb on all my strings, and I would set it and have a specific dialed in reverb time and settings for that. And then I would go to the brass, do the same thing, but then I would tweak and change the setting. And the issue with that is that you're not always using the same reverb room. So even though the samples are recorded in different rooms, when you're mixing them in together, they're not all in the same room. Yeah, so basically they were not all in the same room, so they wouldn't sound like they were all together. And basically what I was trying to do is trying to mold the reverb sound, which was kind of useless because the sound of the reverb would always change based on which instrument was playing when and with which other instruments, right? So they all blend together, but then the blend would change based on when the winds are there and when the winds are gone, when the brass there, the brass gone, you know. So it was basically kind of a useless way of molding the reverb. And instead, what I do now, if I can show you guys here, whoops, is I just use a reverb send. So basically every bus, every instance that I have, all the strings, all the brass, percussion, drums, winds, choir, everything goes into the same reverb send. So let me just show you guys how to do that from scratch. So basically you want to open your mix console. This is specific to Cubase, but you can do this with any DAW. And you go to add an effects channel, make sure it's set to stereo, and then choose the plugin you want. So for me, I usually use Valhalla Room and add track. You always want to have the mix at 100% when you're using reverb sends. Okay, that's very important. And then you can do the decay time to whatever you'd like. Normally 1.8 is good. I know some people go higher, but you can play around and tweak and see what's good for you. Depth as well. Okay, so let's say we go with that. And then now what you can do is you send it. So now you can open a send. So for all my strings, I would open it and send it all out to my Valhalla Room, whichever one I just created there, number 2 or 3. I think it was number 3. Anyways, I have it all sent here through the Valhalla Room. This one, and this is the setting I normally use. So it's pretty short decay time, but I mean, like I said, you can play around with that. But that's not the point. So what you want to do after that? So right now I have a default set value of it's setting a certain amount of volume to the room. So right now it's at negative 4.83. You can tweak that. So let's see what happens when you play around with this. Right, so you get more of the pure sound if you do less, all the way to 0, and then as you bring it in, that's when you bring in the room sound. So a way you can approach this is to just kind of play around with it. Normally I kind of leave it around -4, -5. I don't go too deep into this. I know a lot of guys do. I just don't hear that much of a difference. Maybe I just don't take enough time to do it, but that's what I leave it at, and it's good. It's good for my purposes for what I need it to do. What else you can do is you can change the amount that you're sending into the reverb based on where you want the instruments to sound in the room. So the further they are in the room, the more reverb you might want to put on. So strings might be less, so you might have it at like -6, brass a little bit more, so you have -4, -5, and then behind the brass you'd have the percussion, so they'd even be more into the reverb. You could do something like that. I just don't think it's necessary. Really, for me, it's just a blend, so the instruments all sound like they're in the same room, and that for me it's good enough. And so some of the benefits of doing this, setting up your reverb this way, is that it's less CPU intensive because you only have one instance of the reverb open, right, and everything is sent into that, so it's a lot more efficient. It's quicker to set up, And yeah, so that's really why I do that now. It's a lot quicker, easier. Yeah, if you guys want more information, more resources, you go check out people like Dirk Ehlert, Alex McCullough, and Nick Murray. Their YouTube channels, they talk about how they set up their reverb, and they go in depth about stuff like this. So, I mean, this is a quick tutorial, quick setup tutorial, just so you guys see and know what my template looks like. But if you guys want more in-depth details and tutorials, I suggest checking those guys out. And I think that's going to be it for me for now for today. If you guys like that, leave a thumbs up. If you're new, consider subscribing. Also, if you guys want, please join my email list. I'm offering a free sound pack for those who are joining my email list, and also offering an exclusive bonus offer because I'm starting out my email list. So a free lesson or coaching session from me to my new email subscribers. So this won't be going on forever. You know, it can't be. It's impossible, especially if the email grows too fast. But it's on right now, so you guys check the link below. If you guys have any other questions or comments, let me know. You can shoot me a direct message or leave me a message as comments. I'll do my best to get back to you guys. And that's it for now. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video.